Hello and welcome back to Combat Corner. My name's Kobe,
I'm Jackson.
and today we're going to be breaking down Jack Hermansson versus Joe Pyfer. Hermansson getting it done in impressive fashion. In the rest of that fight night, we've got Sneeko dying at the hands of Sean Strickland.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Donald Trump taking a wee picture. A whole load of stuff regarding Sean Strickland.
And we have
We've got hemp.
We have hemp drink to review.
Just hemp.
Lemon, lime, and bitters.
Whiz blend. This is the most toxic thing I think I've ever drunk in my life. I've never drunk anything quite this fucking crazy in my life. Have you ever had this before?
No,
neither.
it looks
heavy.
It looks
Why is it so
enticing.
heavy?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like heavier than a can that's this big.
Feels like a kilo.
Yeah. What the fuck is this? Anyway, let's get into the show. Have a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Combat Corner.
Crackle, dackle, do.
Yum. Let's go.
This is the first time we've had a decent,
Yeah. Wow.
in a wee while. Yeah.
Just to let you guys know, so this hemp drink that we're drinking has 55 grams of sugar, which is quite a lot. So Aiden, this will be good for your Pete diet.
Wow. It's got a hell of a
Ooh.
taste to it. Oh, bit of a dribble there.
Whoops.
For those of you who are
tastes
listening to
alright.
this, Kobe just spilled it all down the front of his shirt onto his shorts.
That's actually good.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, that tastes good.
Nice.
Might kill me, but it tastes like lemon lime bitters.
It's got a whole lot of weird vitamins in it.
Yeah, bro, it's great for you.
Vitamin B3, vitamin B6, vitamin B12,
160 meg caffeine, 500 meg taurine.
pantothenic acid.
Fucking hell.
What is
man.
that?
I have no idea. I've got no idea. In all honesty, though, the ingredients on this are pretty simple. It's not filled with a bunch of shit. It's got some, it's not that bad. Just a lot of sugar.
Mm.
And pretty heavy on the caffeine.
Yeah,
If I was like an energy drink addict, I might choose this.
you get a good hit.
Yeah, tastes good.
Doesn't taste bad. They do have a couple of other flavors as well.
Right.
Um,
Why is it hemp? Why is it called hemp?
I
Does it
don't
have
know.
hemp in it?
Possibly.
It's not one of the ingredients.
It's not listed. Is it?
If anyone knows about this drink and why it's called hemp, is there a reason that this is called hemp? Because it just says caffeine, Whiz blend. Is it made by like Wiz Khalifa or some shit? It doesn't have anything regarding hemp. Why is this? This is so
It's made
fucking
in New
weird.
Zealand and Australia,
This must be
Both of-
advertising. Just
Yeah.
advertising, purely advertising.
both of which it is illegal to smoke or have weed.
Yeah, but hemp.
But hemp
you can
drink.
have hemp.
Yeah, you get one of
Fucking-
these. Woo!
It's a proven formula on how to quit marijuana. Start drinking hemp. Just fuckloads of caffeine all
Mhm.
the time.
Just be stemmed up constantly.
Yeah, get fucking stemmed and get your vitamins as
Yeah.
well. Anyway, guys, there was a fight night. Don't lie, you watched it. We did too.
What is that?
I don't know.
What are you trying there?
I don't know. I just was trying to be a bit more intimate with the crowd.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you watched it.
You watched it. We
Didn't
did
ya?
too.
You silly
I
little
watched
goose.
it. I watched the whole thing, obviously. And it was an okay card.
Yeah.
My calls were going really good until the third fight of the night. The first two ones, I got them perfect.
Nice.
Well, I got Vieira by submission, but I put round 3.
Mm-hmm.
But he got it in round 1. And then I got Michael Johnson by decision.
And that happened.
That happened. And then fucking I had Brad Travares by decision.
Yeah, I don't know what swayed me that way. I think.
Yeah, no. We both kind of thought that though. We were like, yeah, let's go, Brad.
Yeah. And I think Rodriguez may have been coming off a couple of
skid.
losses. Yeah.
But
But he looked
Looked
good,
good.
man.
yeah.
And they were saying he trains quite a lot with Alex Pereira down there in Brazil.
Well, that's good for anyone.
Oh yeah, and you could kind of see a little bit of his striking looked slightly emulated from
From Alex.
Alex.
Poetan.
yeah, because this guy does he's a world champion in jiu-jitsu, so
Yeah.
Coming from a background like that and then working with a striker like Alex could go
Could
a
be
long
a
way.
problem. And he's young. I
Yeah.
think he's only at 31. Remember, we said that. He looks way older than he is.
That's right, yeah.
I think he's lying about his age. I'm just going to put that out there. But we'll start from the top. Jack Hermansson versus Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer got fraud checked. He seems like a talented guy.
He does.
He does. You know, he's got all the star power.
Yeah, definitely. And I think a problem there going into that fight, and you could kind of see it in the way that he fought, was he was just really relying on that one ticket, you know, like on getting that knockout punch. And he did shoot for a few takedowns, but Jack managed to stuff every single one.
He looked a lot bigger, like physically bigger than Jack. He looked like he was a weight class above Hermansson in the cage with him. But I mean, all of his takedowns seem to be kind of like desperation takedowns after he was realizing, I just keep getting jabbed over and over and over again, and then leg kicked, and then jabbed, and then leg kicked, and then 1-2. You know, and Jack was looking pretty good on the feet.
Yeah, and he just really just stripped it back to the basics.
Jab, calf kick.
And I think when you're someone like Joe Pyfer, who's going in there quite a bit more unexperienced than Hermansson, taking it back to the basics and fighting someone at that kind of game with that kind of game plan, it can be really hard because Jack's going to be way better versed in those basic things, like you say, like the jab, 1-2, and the leg kicks. I mean, Joe Pyfer was doing all right with the leg kicks for the first couple of rounds, but it really started to turn.
In the end. In the first round, we saw why he's so dangerous. Like, Jack didn't want anything to do with his striking. He didn't even try to go for a takedown, which is impressive. But, you could tell he was a little bit, not timid, but he was wary of the power.
Yeah.
But defensively, extremely sound. And after round one, he realized, right, this guy's got a 1-2. He's got a hook, and that's it. That is really it. He's not mixing in any kicks. And then he, just jab, leg kick, mixed in a few real slick right hands every now and then. And Pyfer, he beat the shit out of him.
Yep.
Beat the fucking shit out of him. And he had nothing towards the end. Nothing. I still think there's a big future for Pyfer.
Yeah, definitely. I think he'll rebuild from this and come back, and we'll probably see quite a rejuvenated Joe in the next...
Rejuvenated Joe?
Yep. That's what it will be called.
Rejuvenated Joe. The fucking
Bruce Buffer announcing
mythic
it.
fighter. They do like the mystic fighters. Rejuvenated Joe.
No, I think this will be good for him. Because like we said before, this was a massive jump up in competition.
Yeah, this was a fucking hugely significant jump. And the guy's only 27. That
is really young for a mixed martial artist.
It is. But yeah, you're right. This will show him what he needs to do to get to the top, basically. And I think he'll come back, and he's still potentially a future top 5, top 10 guy.
I think so.
As of right now, he's just not there.
But needs just to focus on the basics, I think.
100%.
He's got the finishing power in his hands, and he's got really decent skills on the ground. I think it's just about really strengthening up the basic stuff in between.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've seen success at the championship level with stripping it back to basics. Sean Strickland just
in the same division.
Yep.
Against a guy like Jack Hermansson as well.
Yep.
He's done it against him. Yeah, 100%. I agree. Yeah. Maybe a bit of work on the gas tank as well. Not that he looked too gassed towards the end, but you could tell he lost a lot of his power towards the end.
Oh yeah.
Which is, obviously that's a natural thing to happen for a guy of that body type, but at the same time, you want to have a guy who's got gas until the very end of the fight.
I agree.
But Hermansson looked like, he could make a push. You never know. He deserves to fight up next for sure.
He was calling for Imavov.
Imavov's a pretty good shout, to be fair. Saying
and
that,
like we said the other day, like there's not really many people for Imavov to fight at the moment.
No. Why is he not in the rankings?
Who?
Oh yeah, he is. He's number 8. Sorry, I just couldn't see him.
No, you're right, mate.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. He's gone up 3, so number 8 would make sense. Imavov, Jack Hermansson, it would make sense. Saying that Imavov's going to want to fight up too. So,
but who?
Brendan Allen is booked. I think.
And he's only one step up as well.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, Jack Hermansson versus Imamov. See who really wants it. I think that's the perfect fight.
I think the thing for people like that are riding that kind of train now, because Imamov is coming off a really decent win in the likes of that when he took over Delitse last weekend.
Fuck yeah.
I think if you put these guys up against each other, that sets them up for one more fight with someone in the top 5, and then boom, you're right in there fighting for the belt if you can
100%.
if you can get that done.
Yeah. No, 100%. Jack's only thing is he's fought a lot of the top guys and lost to a lot of the top guys.
I'm not saying it'll happen.
No, yeah. Like he has, but we've seen people come back from runs like that. Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
You know, all these people who traditionally faltered when it came to the big tests.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen them turn it around and come back and get belts or push towards the top of the division.
Strickland's another example.
Strickland, yeah, exactly. Lost to 2 of the top guys, came back, got to that top of that heap. So, you never know. In terms of Pyfer, he needs to fight outside of the top 15. Maybe against someone veteran again who's not quite as good.
Do you know, I like him versus Chris Curtis.
We always say
I know we match Chris Curtis up against anyone, but if you put those two together in a 3-round fight,
oh yeah,
neither of them are gonna stand down. Yeah, it is gonna be fireworks. Chris has decent enough wrestling to also stuff the takedowns and keep it on the feet.
True,
but I think the safer option would be for Joe to maybe have another couple of fights outside and just really hone his skills. Yeah, like we were saying before,
winnable fight, very winnable fights, not tough fights, just winnable fights.
Yeah,
favorable matchups. I mean, if you're wanting to keep him in the top 15, like say Chris Curtis, Anthony Hernandez, that you're looking at that bottom 3.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want it. Paul Craig. I feel like he'd murder Paul Craig.
I feel like anyone in the top 15 right now would murder Paul Craig.
Who did he beat in the top 15 to get there? I can't remember. Was it Anthony Hernandez? He TKO'd someone, but like the way he got absolutely manhandled by Brendan Allen, the guy shouldn't be anywhere near the top 15.
Yeah,
fucking light heavyweight division. He's micro machines, and this is the issue.
Middleweight division.
With the middleweight. Oh, yeah. Sorry, he went down, didn't he?
No, you're right.
He looked smaller than Brendan Allen, which is weird.
Yeah, he does look small for someone who's just come down from the weight class above.
But yeah, I mean, Pyfer versus Chris Curtis will be pretty fun.
It would be fun.
Hermansson versus Imamov is probably the perfect matchup.
Pyfer versus Chris Curtis could be the main event for UFC 300.
Could be the main event we've been waiting for. It really could at this point.
That would just top it off.
Apparently they're making a documentary.
About what?
About 300, trying to put the card together.
Really?
Apparently. I mean,
they should make a motion picture about it. And just Dana's like breaking down the whole time.
Yeah, but it's make like a live action movie, not a documentary.
Yeah.
Who would play Dana? Joe Rogan?
Joe what? No, surely he'd have to be in it too.
Yeah.
They'd have him play himself, and he'd just be doing his podcast, and he'd be like, saying like, "Oh, they still haven't got a main event,"
and they'd just take it. I'd be willing.
Yeah,
I'd actually be willing. If they're paying right, obviously.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Pretty well.
That's true.
Like, for me to, get up and do that kind of thing. But, who's going to play Joe Pyfer in all this?
I don't know.
Dana White.
Dana White is going to play Joe Pyfer in the motion picture.
I want to see Hamzat versus Joe Pyfer.
Oh my god.
UFC 300.
It would be devastating.
But not fighting. I want to see them playing themselves in the movie.
Right.
UFC 300 movie. And they'll pretend to fight.
Yeah.
But they're actually pretending to fight as Conor McGregor and Khabib.
Yeah. And then Hamzat just forgets that he's in a movie and he just
beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And then it turns into a gay porn and they just start fucking
rightio. So the co-main event, Dan Ige versus Danage. Yeah. Dan Ige.
Dan Ige, he absolutely demolished Andre Touchy-Feely. I was a bit upset because I picked Feely.
Yeah, I don't know what happened because I believe when we broke this down, I picked Dan.
You did.
And then completely forgot about what my picks were once I left here.
And you picked.
I've been having too much hemp drink,
Too
you
much
see.
hemp drink.
Yeah,
It affects your memory.
it does.
It also affects the quality of your semen. If you're
Yeah.
trying to have a kid, just letting you know.
Yeah. So if you're trying to have a kid and you're also trying to be stimmed up, maybe not the hemp drink.
But not if you're studying, because it does affect your memory. So remember that. Oh, they maybe won't. Maybe we won't.
Maybe we won't
Slipping me
remember
up
this.
thing. Fuck, why is it so heavy? This is fucking weird. I want to see what the color of it is. I'm not going to pour it out. Anyway, Danage versus Andre Touchy-Feely. First round knockout. Pretty brutal knockout.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got some serious power. I thought it was going to last a little bit longer than this. Touchy-Feely's been looking pretty good.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a fight of the night contender.
Yeah,
Yeah. But no.
no.
It
Danage just has that touch of death.
Yeah.
Then Ige.
Dan 50K Ige.
He deserved 50k after that. He
Mm.
really did. And this guy's gonna have a lot of options after this a performance like
I think
that,
so.
honestly. So, fighting in the featherweight division, it's a pretty stacked division. It's pretty deep, a lot of options. Obviously we've got the title on the line next weekend. He's not quite there yet, but I would be. So so Philly wasn't even in the ranking. So
Nope. He was taking a chance.
Dan really needs to fight up pretty high.
Look, is Edson Barboza booked?
I think they already fought,
Uh.
but they could
Well.
rematch.
Oh, actually, didn't he have a win over Edson Barboza?
I think he did. Yeah, he had a decision victory.
Hey.
Hey laddie, hey. I'm gonna be playing Conor McGregor in the Roadhouse remake.
Okay.
Just letting you know. Actually, I think you'd probably play McGregor. I'll
Edson
play- Yeah, you
Barboza.
did beat him. Split decision.
Why would I play McGregor?
Because you can grow a beard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
And you can't.
I can't.
Because you're a little
And-
bitch.
No. I'll play Jake Gyllenhaal because I'm so sexy.
Right.
And
Who's sexier? Leave a comment,
comment
down
down
below.
leave a comment about who's sexier. Are you going to do your Squidward face?
No, I don't need to. The people know that I don't need to put on a face. The people
Can you
know.
do that face though? Who does the best
No.
sexy Squidward face, guys? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Leave a comment down below if you who you think. Anyway, Dan Ige. We're just fucking up his name. Dan Ige.
Danig.
Dan Ige is up next against who are we thinking?
Giga Chad.
Giga Chad?
Um,
Giga Chad could be a good shout, honestly, because he pulled out of his fight against Josh Emmett recently. Arnold Allen.
yeah, I mean that could actually be a bit of a.
That would be a banger.
That would really mix things up for Danny.
He deserves to fight up for sure after that performance. And Allen's coming off a loss, 2 losses.
Couple losses, yeah.
So for him, he kind of needs a winnable fight to get back on track. Dan Ige versus Arnold Allen, I think, in England.
Ooh,
There's a fight night coming up in England, apparently. June, I think.
I could slap that up.
What are we saying? Dana, boss man?
Look, yeah, that fight would make a lot of sense for both of them. I mean, Arnold obviously, like you say, needs a winnable fight.
He does.
And if Dan wins that,
That's big.
that's huge.
Yeah, it is.
That really puts him in the
Very big
mix.
fight. I like that. I like that for Dan. And I like it for Allen. I think it's good on both ends for those guys.
I don't know if they will throw him that far up the order though.
Yeah, and I feel like they might not throw Allen that far down as well.
Oh, I think
after
they
a
will.
Close loss. It's pretty close.
But Arnold Allen is quite a marketable guy. They need him to keep winning.
They want him to get a win. And he's probably like, you know what? I need to get a win.
Yeah, he probably wants to win.
Yeah, he probably wants to win. Although Calvin Kattar needs an opponent.
No, he doesn't.
Is he? Oh yeah, of course he doesn't.
He's fighting Funky
And they've
Boy.
already fought as well. Dan Ige's already fought Calvin Kattar.
Yeah,
I'm
shut
pretty sure.
up.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Maybe Giga. I'd say
Giga.
Giga.
Giga versus Giga.
Giga. So yeah, in all honesty, I think Giga Chikadze, or if you're going to be really nice to him, give him Give him Arnold Allen.
Or
One of those two.
The Rice Mitchell rematch.
Give him Rice. But they recently fought.
Yeah.
Rice Ritual.
Rice Ritual.
Rice Ritual. Yeah. For Andre Touchy-Feely, he's got to take a big step back again. Unfortunately for Touchy-Feely, it's another one of those back and forth scenarios for him.
Yeah, every time he gets to the edges, it's look, every time he fights someone on the edge of the top 15,
just a knockback.
Yeah,
Michael Johnson, Sadiq Youssef,
one
Bryce
step forward,
Mitchell.
2 step backwards.
Yeah. Honestly, every time he's been given a lot of opportunities because he is pretty marketable.
Mm-hmm.
But he's 33 now. He's getting on. I mean, he's going to continue fighting, obviously.
No,
but
it's not that old.
It's not that old. And I tell you what, he's got a split decision loss to Michael Johnson. That could be a good rematch.
Yeah.
Chuck him three rounder.
Saying that Michael Johnson's he's not ranked, is he? No. Okay. Yeah, that could be all right.
So yeah,
he did look pretty good though. I wouldn't be surprised if
his wrestling was on point.
Yeah. If we see him fighting someone, we'll have to.
He's 38.
We'll have to work out who he's fighting
in
just a second.
Moving on, Robert Brzezic versus Potieria. This was an interesting one.
It was.
The first round caused a big stir, in my opinion. A few stoppages.
Yeah, that first round took almost 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And then, look, I thought Brzezic was looking pretty dangerous towards the start.
Mm-hmm.
Was getting his rhythm going.
Once again, another problem with eye pokes.
There was an eye poke and a cock poke.
Yeah, he poked his cock.
Pocked his cock.
Pocked his coke.
There was eye poke yet again with the gloves. As we pointed out, I mean, we're just rehashing what Joe Rogan said.
Yeah, as we always do.
What's his name?
Back Jarrett.
Cunt. But there was an eye poke. There was a cock stroke. There was which stopped the first round twice, just as you kind of saw Robert Brzezic getting his groove a little bit. And then after that, he just kind of couldn't really get his groove. I don't think anyone won the first round. It was too many stoppages.
No, it was too hard to follow.
No one really got started, and then Potieria really picked it up. And he seems like a bit of a character.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
He called someone out, I think.
Who was it?
Can't remember.
Oh, that's good.
But he called someone out. Brzezic looked like a one-trick pony as well. I mean, he was coming off the 5 first-round knockouts.
Yeah.
And they were obviously trying to set him up for a winnable fight.
Didn't happen, did it? Didn't
at all. And, Potieria coming down from light heavyweight to middleweight looked pretty damn good. He hurt Brzezic at one point. And, he looks decent. He looks decent. Now, do I want to see him against someone in the top 15 right now?
No.
No, I don't.
Neither.
Don't want to do it.
No. Don't be silly.
Top 30,
Well, yeah.
Do you reckon they have a ranking for that?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Let's see if we can see this. Because I'm terrible with names. I can't just pull names out and say, like,
where?
This guy, my cock.
Why has everything got something to do with your cock?
I don't know. I just like the word. Brad Tavares, who just came off a loss.
Yeah.
Could be a shout.
Michel.
Bruno Silva could be a shout.
Michel
Pereira could be a shout. Definitely.
He's 3 wins at the moment.
Yeah. He is. He's at welterweight though. Why is he in here?
I don't know if he is.
Ponzinibbio and Filio are both welterweights.
Huh. What's he doing?
I think maybe he got forced to move up because he missed weight or something.
That would make sense.
But someone around this kind of area, even Magomedov, the one-eyed machine, that could be a good next fight for him.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Potieria ranked at the moment? How do you spell his name?
Bing bong.
Potie.
What's going on now? What have we got here? An ad.
Okay, so he's not ranked within the top 64 currently.
I don't believe that.
He should be.
That seems like horse shit. I don't
He's
think
from
they'd-
Ukraine. Can you see a Ukrainian flag here?
No, I can't.
Well, he should be. Nick Diaz. What's he doing here? Oh, ineligible for ranking. Who cares?
Bugger.
So he's not in the rankings currently at middleweight. Well, he was a light heavyweight, so that could affect that. Anyway,
And also,
let's
this is
see
not
him-
an official site.
It
either.
isn't, no, but it seems pretty good.
It seems pretty good. Okay, that's what we're basing
That's what
things
we're
on
going
now.
with.
Look, no, it's not. It's not accurate. Paul Craig is not ranked number 15.
Yeah, but this is their opinion of who it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good for them.
RankingMMA.com. So yeah, I think chuck him in against.
Imavov
Brad
is
Tavares.
ranked 14, which is below Delitze. So no, this is not accurate. This is obviously not being updated. So no,
This
we
will
should.
be getting updated for sure.
Then why is Imavov
just
not
not-
above Delitze?
Because it's just not been updated yet.
Oh, okay.
They won't be updating it as often.
So not even weekly.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
It's fine. This is it's a good indicator for us.
All right.
Because then we can put our own opinion to the test.
Great.
I think this guy should be fighting a Mikel Pereira, Brad Tavares, Bruno Silva.
Someone on the
Magomedov.
fringes.
Someone on the fringes of the top 20.
Maybe even a Joe Pyfer.
Joe Pyfer,
Joe Pyfer.
maybe.
Get it?
Anyway, moving on. We've been yabbering on for too long.
Oh boy.
In terms of Brycek, probably doesn't get another fight in the UFC. Probably has to go and prove his worth somewhere else.
You
real
reckon?
quick. Yeah.
I think he'll probably get another shot. Like, wasn't
Yeah.
that one of his?
That was his debut.
Yeah. I think they'll give him another shot.
Bin him. Bin him.
Wow.
Give him a rematch.
I don't think a rematch makes sense, but yeah, I think there's possibly some other fights that you could, like now that we've seen him, fighting some of the, like in the best organization in the world, now that we've seen him up against
We know his level.
some decent competition. Yeah, we do know his level. And there will be some guys who will be making their way through the ranks that might match up quite well against him.
Yeah.
Who they are? I don't know.
It's not
my
against
job.
another debutant, probably.
Yeah.
That'd be a good idea. Anyway, moving on, lads and lasses. What was the next fight down? Huh? What was it?
It was.
Brad Tavares losing to Gregory Rodriguez. And a very impressive KO there for Gregory.
Mm.
Yeah. We both called a Tavares decision, didn't we?
And it didn't happen. And he was down 2 rounds quite easily up
Yeah.
until that point. So, yeah. Look, he's another guy who's getting on.
He is. And he beat, Chris Weidman last time? Chris Weidman is done. Like,
Oh, big time.
that shouldn't be counted as a win.
No.
He's 36, he's getting on, he's turning 37 this year. Brad, call it a day.
And the other thing too, he didn't make it look all that easy against Chris Weidman either.
Chris had moments.
Like, I'm not saying he didn't win convincingly, but I'm saying he didn't, like, if you're going to be someone making your way up the rankings, then yeah, you want to make a meal out of someone like that who hasn't fought in ages and isn't really looking in shape to be a top contender. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, I hate telling people to hang up their gloves, but God, man,
You don't want to see him
Something.
take more punishment, basically.
oh no.
I don't think he's not going to breach the top 15 again. What are you really in it for? Is it just money? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At this point, like, I'm sure he's a great coach.
Went to decision with Drukas.
He did. That was a weird fight.
Mm.
Very weird fight. I mean, if he wants to fight a couple more times, be my guest, but what's the point? I don't know. But for Gregory Rodriguez, I'd like to see him breach the top 15.
Big time.
Um,
Yes, Surrey Bob
Put him against Dricus, Duplessis.
for the championship.
Mm.
Just chuck him right in there.
Maybe an Anthony Hernandez, Cal Borrello, even a Chris Curtis. That could be a fun fight.
Again,
Yeah. Oh, Chrissy boy. We just want to make him some money. We just
Yeah.
love Chris.
we should be managing Chris Curtis.
We should. We would get you so many more fights, bro.
Yeah, you'd be fighting every weekend.
Against everyone. Anyone who wants it can have you. Yeah, a Paul Craig would be interesting. The jiu-jitsu would be on show there.
That's true.
Yeah,
That would be
fight.
a really good matchup.
And anyone can beat him, so, you know.
And they would find a way to make that headline a fight night event as well. Unfortunately.
Or something.
Yeah. I don't know about Scotland.
Maybe
but
not. Maybe not Scotland. No one wants to go there. I mean, I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to go to Scotland?
Pretty nice place.
Have you been?
I have, yeah. My parents were married there.
You want to go back? It's really got a draw on you then, doesn't it?
I'd like to go there again at some point in my life.
Okay.
Would you not?
I don't know.
It's got lots of castles, lots
Look,
of
I
nice
think
wetlands.
For me, if I'm going to go to Europe, it'll probably be in my later years.
Yeah, you should go to Scotland. That's where Sam lives.
I know.
Yeah.
Sam?
Does he listen?
Sam. Hello.
Are
I
you
was
there?
talking to him the other day. Apparently, he's going to be starting a YouTube channel soon.
Is he really?
Yep.
What's he going to do?
Cars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, cool. I'll
So-
definitely watch.
Builds cars. So will I. And so will probably a lot of other people.
Yeah.
I'm
He'll
like
probably be really
this.
good. Hey, no, we've got 140 subs, mate.
143,
Yeah, thank
actually.
you. Thanks, each and every one of you. Thank you.
We really
you.
appreciate it.
We appreciate each and every one of you. I told you what, MMA Guru, he was talking to Moicano and he's like, first 2 years, I was shit. I didn't have any viewers whatsoever. And, I didn't even want to look at the camera. I was that nervous. I didn't want anyone to find out about my channel because they'd find me and see that I have no subs and I'm just uploading to no one and they'd think I'm weird. And then eventually it took off and now he's got like close to 200 subs.
So we're better than MMA Guru, is that
Basically.
what you're saying?
We're 143 times better than him.
Damn. Watch out. We're going to team up with Ian Gary and we're going to come find you.
The cook.
Because we've obviously been not outspoken at all about him being
we love that
penis.
guy. We love him.
Still hasn't turned his comments on.
Still hasn't, pussy bitch. No, I'm just kidding. He's obviously not a pussy. He fights in the UFC, but
what?
he's a cuck. I don't know. He's something. I'm sure he's a nice guy.
Oh, we need to put a chair in the corner and just like have
Get
Ian's
Gary's
name on it
chair.
or something.
It can be this one.
Yeah.
Gaza.
There is a chair behind Kobe.
There
It's like watching us do the podcast as
It
if.
is. And it really wants to get involved, but we won't let it.
Yeah.
Michael Johnson versus Darius Flowers. Michael Johnson turning back the clock here.
Turning back the clock.
Yeah, because he's old and
Right.
he's had some
Why
big
was that
wins.
so funny?
Because you were laughing. And I
Oh.
was like, why are you laughing at my statement?
I was laughing still about the Ian Gary comments.
Oh,
but
right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was a really good show from Michael Johnson. And I think DC kind of said it perfectly as the fight was going on. His striking was quite unorthodox in the way that he was striking a lot to the chest, and that
Yeah.
was that. Well,
Strange.
yeah, it was strange, but like it was helping. It did a lot because you're not really taught to defend that area all that much.
No.
You're kind of defending your head or your body, and yeah, you just kept finding ways through because he'd set it up with a jab to the chest.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Oh yeah, very cool. Flowers has actually been a bit of a flower today and come out on Twitter.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about the weight cut.
It nearly ended me.
I mean,
What is it? I want to read this out actually. This is
yeah,
kind
read
of-
that one.
You just keep talking.
Look,
for
I
a second.
understand. It probably was a tough weight cut, but
Was he coming down from welterweight?
this fight was at featherweight.
That's right. Oh, okay. Was he coming down from lightweight?
I think so. I don't think so. Maybe it was lightweight. I know Michael Johnson's bounced back and forth between lightweight and featherweight, so I'm not sure what
It says lightweight right there on the thing that we're reading
right,
off.
Lightweight. You
But
could look at
hey,
that before, eh?
Huh?
You could look to that.
what do you mean?
Whatever.
What's wrong with me being right?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you obviously don't. Oh no, this is an NFL player called Darius Flowers.
How big's he? 6'9". No, that's the guy.
No, I'm not going to find it, am I?
Weather report. It's been about 19 degrees max today. Probably an average of about 15. In Christchurch, New Zealand.
Here it is.
If anyone cares.
Pray for me. That's how it starts.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Pray for me. Yeah. Okay. Pray for me. Still trying to recover and be able to eat and drink. The weight cut absolutely destroyed me because of how it went. I still haven't recovered. IVs haven't helped me much. I'll update everyone soon with a more in-depth understanding of the weight cut and the fight. So, yeah. Not too happy about that by the sounds of it.
Amen. Sorry,
There's some weird stuff on his Twitter, man.
Is he? He's a bit of an oddball, isn't he?
I'm just scrolling down. Yeah. He said in April last year, gonna be champ. That is not looking likely.
Not at the moment. How old is he?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, mate. What have we got there, Darius? I'm not going to just, sit here and talk complete shit on the guy, but yeah, you can't.
If you can't beat Michael Johnson, you've got issues. I think that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
And I agree. I thoroughly agree. I want to see Johnson
versus Makachev.
Yes. He gave Khabib issues, so.
Oh, do you know it'd be a banger?
Bobby Green versus Michael Johnson.
I know that he's already booked, but God, that'd be sick.
Cool. The two, they're basically the same fighter.
Even, do you know what? Drew Dober, Michael Johnson.
Drew Dober would be good. Would be good. Coming off a loss.
Drew Dober. Yeah, both really incredible power punchers. Punchers.
But Michael Johnson showed a couple more curves to his wrestling game yesterday. So.
Yep. No, there's and Drew Dober has showed that he can struggle with the grappling,
especially against Money
Moicano.
I love that guy.
IZG.
He's honestly, I think he's my favorite fighter at the moment.
Really?
Like, just because first his character's fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
He's got hands. He's knocked people out before. He's got great wrestling and jiu-jitsu. And he's smart. He's entrepreneurial. He's starting this YouTube channel.
Yep. He's plugging it in his post-fight.
Yeah. But he knows, he's like, you can see he's been thinking, he's like, right, I'm not going to be able to fight forever. I need a income stream, something to do once I retire. What am I going to do? So he's found all these YouTubers and he's like, I could do this. Got 23,000 subs or something at the moment. And he's collabing with the other really big MMA YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, smart guy.
He's on the MMA a fair bit, isn't he?
He is.
Helwani.
Yeah. Guru said at the end of that interview with Moicano, he's like, I've got one thing I need to ask you. Please mention me to Ariel Helwani next time you're on the MMA Hour and just see what he says. And Moicano was like, of course, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So that'll be funny.
I haven't actually seen that interview. Did they make up? Did they?
They did, yeah. Because Moicano was basically just thinking like, if I say his name, we'll have an interview, and that'll be good for my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But originally, MMA Guru was like, Moicano, come on my channel. But Moicano was like, no, you're gonna fucking come on my channel.
Right.
He did. Anyway, Michael Johnson, yeah, someone like Bobby Green, Drew Dober, Flowers maybe needs to take 5 or 6 years off.
Yeah, get your weight cut right. If that's
a
real problem for you.
He didn't seem that big. He doesn't seem that big for lightweight either.
No. And the other thing too is like, I think it needs to be said more. I know that you get talked a lot of shit on if you do pull out last minute, but if it's that bad, if you're going to complain about it so much after the fact, and it was that bad through the weight cut,
maybe
pull
you
out of the
should
fight.
think about it. Yeah, I agree.
If you're not in, like, this is a sport where you could literally not walk out of the octagon at the end of it. Do you know what I mean? And if you're going in there with doubts, if you're going in there not 100% healthy,
it's not great.
Then it's not great. I understand why people don't complain about these things before they go in there because, like, for one,
he needs the money probably as well.
For me, it just doesn't make sense. Like, if you're not in peak physical condition, don't get in there and fight someone who has literally given problems to, like, previous world champions.
Yeah. It's a tough one. It's just tough because they get paid shit all, and if they don't turn up, they don't get paid.
I hear you.
So it's like, for him, it's like, fuck, I've gone through this fight camp, and now I'm struggling to make weight. I just need to get to fight night, and I need to fight. I need the money.
More what I'm saying though, dude, is like, if that happens, fine, but don't go complaining about it like after you lose.
True, yeah.
Because if he had won, we wouldn't have heard anything about how bad his weight cut was.
No, you're right.
Guarantee it.
You're right. I agree. It just seems corny. I mean, maybe it was really bad, but it
I'm not-
seems
yeah,
corny.
I'm not saying it wasn't
know?
bad. I'm just saying, look, if it's that bad, pull out.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. Maybe his dad should have pulled out, eh? That's a good joke.
Jesus.
Just trying to lighten the mood. Darius, I think you're a really good fighter, and I like your name. Vieira versus Petrosian. Vieira made it look pretty easy. Round 1 sub. Petrosian didn't have much for him. Got taken down pretty easy. Vieira looks like a bit of an issue at this division, potentially. We both called that he was going to win.
Yep.
Another combat corner call. But these guys aren't too close to the top of the rankings
No,
in
it's
middleweight.
quite a wee ways off. But there was a lot of memes going around about this was like a very not stacked card.
No, it wasn't. Petrosian's there. He's 26.
And he's fighting on the main card.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I suppose like they've got so many of these really deep events coming up with 299 and 300 because there are quite a lot of fights on both of those cards.
Yeah,
it takes a lot of the star power away from these smaller fight nights.
100%. Yep, I agree.
But when you're paying, to watch this shit, it makes you question whether or not it's worth the money. To be quite honest.
What, to watch it?
Yeah, well, like
I don't mind the fights. I think these are all good.
yeah, but you don't pay.
Yeah, true. Stream it illegally. Don't do that. Now there he is, 42. So he beat Petrosian, who is 26th. So you'll again, you want to see him in that 20 to 20, 23, 24 range, probably. Could be a good fight for, like a up and coming guy.
Yep.
But anyway, guys, that's the main card. Should we skim over the pre's?
We'll have a very quick skim.
So, Trevin Giles getting beat by Prats. That was a pretty crazy KO.
I don't think I watched it, to be honest. I gave up on this.
Did you just give up on this whole card?
Yeah,
It was an okay card.
played a fair bit of F1 yesterday and got distracted. And it started before I thought it was. Like,
Yeah, it was quite early, this one. But no, that was the only one I watched too. So, yeah.
and like normally,
Good KO.
I will literally watch from the very first fight till the end.
It was a bit of an average one.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. Nothing too crazy. But we've got mad stacked cards coming up.
We do.
From now on, we've got, so obviously 298.
Big.
Huge card. I can't wait.
Big time.
That one's great. So then we've got Moreno versus Royval 2.
Wow.
Fucking awesome.
And we've got quite a few big names on that
This
card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo-Yo Rodriguez, Brian Ortega.
Brian
that
Ortega.
rematch. Oh,
That's
I've
a
been
big one.
fizzing for that.
There's a dog fight.
Lalo Size Jr.
Yeah, he's there making weird noises.
Yep.
Moreno's on it again.
Yeah.
At the bottom.
He's fighting twice in one night.
Fighting twice.
He's crazy.
Oh
man.
yeah, Billy Quintones. He's good. Good fight night. Do not want to miss it. Then we've got a bit of an average one. I mean, Tyson Pedro's fighting. That's nice.
I like him.
Calvin Klein.
Alex Perez.
That's an okay. Yeah,
DJ.
Perez. It's an okay fight night. But then we've got 299 after that.
Yeah, we have a
Great.
card every single weekend until UFC 300, I believe.
That's sick. And then we've got two Vasa over in St. Preux. That's an awesome fight night. Thiago Moises versus Brad Riddell. Fuck yeah. That's mean. Good one. And then we've got, this fight night after fight night coming up. Then
Fight
we've
night?
got, look at that. That's shit.
Oh,
That's shit. Then we've got Sean Brady, Vicente Luque, Branchfield. Weidman's back.
oh boy.
Why, right?
Versus-
He's going to get knocked
Oh
out.
my god,
he's
is
going to get knocked
It's gonna
out.
be devastating.
Fuck.
Bruno Silva.
Bruno
is
Silva, guys.
too
That's
good.
Not good.
Oh, Carlos Olberg's on that fight night as well.
Oh yeah, but why is he there? He should be. I thought he was supposed to be having like a good spot on a pay per view. Why is he being put here? This is bullshit.
He has been looking
Vittori.
so good, man.
He has. He's been looking clean.
I think there's gonna for Olberg. I think there's gonna be. He's really setting himself up nicely to have a real strong go at it. Like because once he's in the top 15 now, I believe.
Mm.
But I think he is. Or either that or he's on the very edge of it. Pull it
you're
up,
right.
Jamie. No, he's not.
But yeah, on the very edge. Menfield, so Menfield's 12.
I think he was on the I think he was ranked 15th at one point. And then he took that loss. I could be wrong.
I don't know. But
I
he's
could
doing
be
well.
wrong.
He's doing well for
He's
himself.
doing very well.
Um,
He's got a very impressive toolkit, and I think once he takes a fight like this, handsome guy, I'll double up on that.
He's a handsome guy.
I almost said double down, and that that could have sounded a bit odd. But once he's here, once he's in the top 15, I think we'll see him take some pretty big risks after that, and I think he's well prepared for them.
He might even fight Anthony Smith.
I liked the idea of him fighting Khalil Roundtree.
Yeah, that'd be fun. 2 really dope strikers.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, that would
2
be
really
sick.
cool styles.
Mm.
Even him versus Johnny Walker in future, that could be a
Fuck yeah.
banger.
There's
They're
some really
both
good fights
massive
for him.
dudes.
Absolutely.
2 big burly men.
Crazy. Oh yeah. Sexy. Nikita Krylov is number fucking 6 in the light heavyweight division. That's nuts.
We've got a little bit off topic here, but
We have.
it's because the prelims were that
it was epic,
stacked.
man.
We just don't know where to
I
start.
don't know where to start. Let's move on.
I think that's
So,
a good idea.
Sean Strickland got in a little bit of not drama, but he just
I'd
was
say drama.
drama. I guess it
I'd
is
definitely
drama.
say drama.
He Sean Strickland it. He Sean Stricklanded it up in the
Oh,
weekend.
yeah.
Bit crazy. First of all, let's go in chronological order.
Okay.
Photo with Donald Trump.
Like this.
Like yeah, Trump was like doing this weird
Trump
hand
had a
thing.
very bad guard by the
He
looks
did,
of it.
he did. I mean, imagine if Sean just punched him. Like, I felt like he was like, oh,
Yeah.
like I could do it.
Like anyone who puts their hands up and standing in front of Sean, I thought
be
it was
worried.
like, yeah.
I mean, Trump's a badass, but
I think Trump has really shown in the past he has got hands.
yeah, he's got balls.
Yeah, and he will grab you by the pussy if he
He'll
needs
grab
to.
you by the minge. He'll do it.
Yeah.
He'll grab your Trump tower.
So yeah, so we
So
had
he did
Strickland and Trump. That
Pretty
was
crazy.
That was pretty cool. Then we saw him beat the shit out of the
Sneeko?
He's a streamer, isn't he?
He's a streamer, yeah. He's like friends with Andrew Tate and stuff, I think. Kind of friends with Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I remember him having some weird streams like those ones where they sit down with girls and pretty much just like make the chicks just seem like
make them seem stupid. Because they get stupid women. Like,
Yeah.
they're not getting smart girls on these streams. They're getting the dumbest ones they can find.
It's just
Try and make them look smart.
such a weird ploy. Like
Stupid concept.
just sit in a room with your mate and both of you can look stupid together.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need the woman.
On top of that, yeah. So there was a lot of hate coming his way around that.
That was interesting. Like, what was your opinion on that one?
Oh, there's 2 angles, isn't there? I mean, if you're gonna do these kind of, like, I'm sure he was getting paid.
Who?
Strickland. Like, I doubt this guy is just walking into a UFC PI or wherever this was and just jumping right in there against an actual fighter for nothing. You know what I mean?
I think what happened was they were at Power Slap together,
Mhm.
and because there's a video of Sneeko bumping into him, and he's always streaming Sneeko. So there's a video of him. He goes up to Sean. He's like, "Oh, hey, Sean," because they've met before apparently. And Sean was like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? You're an influencer, aren't you? You fucking prick," or something like that. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll spar you. I'll do it. I'm going to be at the PI tomorrow training with Jake Shields." And he was like, "We can spar if you want." And Strickland's like, "Yeah, I'd love to kill you or whatever." And then,
And
he went to that PI, met him there, and he was going to train with Jake Shields. And then he put on the gloves and started sparring.
So yeah, he was walking forward, jabbing, and hit Sean in the body a couple times. But even like for a guy that doesn't look like he's had much training at all,
He did
or
all right.
like next to none,
Did okay?
he did okay. But you could tell he wasn't throwing everything into these punches.
Yeah.
And then Sean like just kind of cops a few jabs, takes a couple hits to the body, and is just talking to him the whole time he's walking him down, and then just unloads
he said some horrible shit.
yeah.
It's like, I fucking hate streamers. And then
Yeah.
he's like,
unloads, I would say between 80 to 100% of full power. Like it was throwing.
Some of those were thrown with 100%
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. He wanted to knock him out. Imagine if he knocked him out and
And
killed
what
him.
do you gain from that? Like,
I don't know.
You have proven to everyone you are one of the top fighters in the world.
Yeah.
And this skinny runt of a human being walks in there.
Yeah, it's
What do you prove by that?
I don't know. I mean, he's known to do shit like this with random people. It is something that he does.
Like
But it's like, why?
I'm a Strickland fan through and through. Like, you know,
same.
like I
Absolutely.
I like a lot of his takes. I like a lot of his fighting.
His character.
His character's good, but like, dude, what the fuck do you gain from that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's pathetic in a way. It is pretty pathetic. Like I was saying, like we've all trained before, and if you know a little bit of something, and you go up against like you're sparring with a guy that's smaller than you, first of all, less skilled, smaller than you, barely trying to hurt you, just throwing stupid little punches.
Yeah.
You don't just go and beat the fuck out of them.
No, you give them a little tap.
Yeah, a little tap here and there to show them what they're doing wrong. But this is the former middleweight champ of the world at 220 pounds. Huge, jacked guy against Sneeko, who's not big. Like we were saying, maybe 160, 170 pounds.
170 would be a massive push, bro.
Yeah, well, 150.
I'd say he's between 145 and yeah.
Because 70 kgs would be about 150, I
Something
think.
like that.
So yeah, 145, 150, 155.
We deal in kilograms here.
We do. It's tough for us guys.
New Zealand.
But yeah, not good. Not a good look for Strickland at all. I didn't think that was cool. I mean, if you play with fire, you're going to get burnt.
That's right. Yeah. And then he had his little run-in with Machine Gun
Kelly. Did he tweet about that?
Yeah. I'm just going to bring that up because it was quite funny. But dude, I enjoyed that moment quite a lot. Machine Gun Kelly now having moments with
he had one with Conor, didn't he?
He had one with Conor McGregor, yep, at the Emmys or Grand, I can't remember what it was, but some big stupid award show that they have in the States for movies or music or whatever, I can't remember. Where is it? I think he called him a vampire or something.
I mean, his outfit is interesting.
You guys, what the fuck is going on? Transformers Megan Fox is with that thing. What the actual fuck has happened to the world? What did I miss? Is she okay? Is this man the devil? Megan Fox, are you okay? Do you need assistance? He said, I almost hit a vampire tonight, lol. They said his name is Machine Gun Kelly. How do you have a dope-ass name and dress like a 13 goth South Park character? And then he put one out today which was even better. Someone said, be careful, MGK doesn't like when you make fun of Megan. He goes, what does that even mean? Do I need to glue wood chips and hollow points? Do I need to carry a crossbow? Why buy a wooden stake? Is this how I become the new Blade?
Fucking funny. Jesus Christ.
So yeah, he called him a vampire and now he's playing that. So
it was interesting though. When they first like started talking, they seemed relatively cordial. He was having a laugh. He was kind of like, what the fuck is up with your outfit? That's weird as like. And then Machine Gun Kelly kind of leant in and whispered something to him. And then Sean's face comes back and he's like fucking angry. And I was like, what? I wonder what was said like in that.
Oh.
But God, he just can't help but get into trouble.
No, both of them, to be quite honest.
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly needs to fucking calm down.
Yeah, he needs to check himself.
For Conor McGregor.
Dude, a breeze would knock that guy out.
I know.
Yeah.
And it was so funny when him and Conor went at it. And I was like, that's the one guy you don't talk shit to. Don't talk shit to Conor. He will.
I think it had something to do with McGregor wanting a photo with Megan Fox, but not with MGK in it or something.
Didn't he message her or something before?
I don't know.
The fucking aftermath of that is so funny. When the reporter asked him, like, what's going on there? Is there a thing there? And he's like, oh, it's just rumors. I don't know. I don't even know the guy.
Who is he?
So fucking funny. And McGregor was on a crutch at that point, I think, or he had like a moon boot.
Yeah, I think
just
it was
after
a
he'd
moon
broken
boot.
his leg. And he was just getting into coke hard at that point.
Pink suit, wasn't he?
Yeah. Threw a drink at him. Yeah, fucking hell.
This sport is so like
it's
so great when stuff like this happens, but the other week, like nothing was going on.
It's just this whole sphere, this MMA sphere is just it's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple more things we were going to touch on. John Jones has been chatting, and he's been relatively, like, I don't know, normal for Jones. Jones is known to kind of have an ego in everything that he says and does, and say some relatively deluded things for the baddest man on the planet. You know what I mean?
He's still doing that, though.
He still does, for sure.
There was a video I saw today of him drunk as hell in a comedy club heckling some comedian, and the comedian was just going back and forth with him because John just wasn't making any sense.
Right. Oh, shit. Was this recent?
Yeah. I believe so. Well, the video's only just come out, so I don't know how recent
I'll watch it.
This actually was, but yeah. The comedian's like, "What are you drinking tonight?" And John says, "Me. Just me." And then the guy's like, "What?" It's just like, but he's just stumbling over his words, and then he pretty much goes, "Hey, all jokes aside, you guys are being great." And he's just like real lovey-dovey.
Jones said that.
Yeah, which is weird because I thought he was more of a aggressive kind of
punch your wife kind of thing.
Yeah, but hey, maybe not. Anyway,
anywho, yeah, that's interesting. I need to watch that. He said some stuff about Tom Aspinall, Stipe. He said that obviously he's going to fight Stipe, see where he's at, see how he feels, and then also see how he recovers from this injury, and then see if he still feels like he's still got it to fight someone like Tom Aspinall, which is fair. We all knew that that's what he was thinking, If he goes out there and obliterates Stipe and he feels great, he'll probably fight Tom.
I'd see that happening, to be honest.
Yeah.
From what he did to Cyril Gahn.
Yeah, and Stipe's 44 or some shit now. 40.
Yeah.
So he's not
42,
young.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and he also said something else. What did he say?
He said that if Tom truly believes he's the best in the world, he should stay active, and his real fans will count him defending this interim belt as champion status. I don't know.
Something,
Look, the heavyweight division does not need to be held up like this, but we've talked about it.
It's tough. It's
so many times. It is very tricky. Look, you've got this. We've already thrown away Jones versus Ngannou. That is likely never going to happen now. That was a huge fight. Would have answered a lot of questions that all of us wanted to answer. But we can't lose this Miocic Jones fight. That is a given. You can't lose that. Whether people think it's holding up the division or not,
it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. And the other thing too is
it's going to be fun.
It's only in the last couple of years that people have been really nice about vacating their belts when they get injured. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Someone, as well with Jones, it's like he's not like any other champ.
No.
He's John Jones at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You can't expect him to act like any normal champ.
He is, I would say, one of the biggest active draws, if not the biggest draw in the UFC currently.
And consensus GOAT. Many people think he's the GOAT. So, no one thought
my
Fury was the
list.
GOAT. Yeah, exactly. He also said something. Apparently, they offered. They would. Hunter Campbell called him and said, "Look, are you ready to fight at 300?" They said that to him, and he was like, "No fucking way, I'm not ready." But he said, "I would be close, but I can't make it happen. It's not gonna happen." Which is interesting because Hunter called him recently, trying to get a headliner for 300. So they're obviously stumbling on this shit. They don't have a headliner. They're still trying to figure it out. Don't put a.
It's gonna be Wei Li, bro.
She's gonna get promoted to champ. Well, Dylan was saying that apparently there's gonna be 2 more fights added, a co and a main.
So there's gonna be 4 belts on the line.
Yeah. So I'm guessing Leon Edwards versus Bilal.
Oh, okay.
Because that's been talked about.
Has
That can't
been.
be the main.
No, it can't.
It just can't be. And then
If it was going to be the main event, they would have had to have start hyping that up a while ago because
No one gives a shit about that.
I would need some time to be convinced that deserves to be there.
Exactly, and try and remember that name. Like, it's going to take a while for me to remember this name, this brand new guy.
Leon versus who?
Yeah, exactly.
Versus who?
Exactly.
But what?
You know what? I'm gonna say let's review this drink.
But what?
I need a
Who?
piss. But who?
But what? Who?
Who? McWhat? McLovin? Hemp.
Lemon, lime, and bitters.
I don't think I can have any more of
Enough
this.
caffeine to give you
2/3 through.
the shitters.
How much have you drunk?
Most of it.
I'm about 2/3.
I'm feeling it too.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit buzzed. That's why I can't drink it all. I've got to fucking perform.
Whiz blend.
It's interesting, guys. It tastes good.
That is not an answer to everything. That word. Okay, Kobe, we've talked about this.
Hey,
Interesting.
you're the interesting one.
You need A thesaurus, my friend.
I say whole bunch a lot.
Whole bunch?
Yeah.
You say it a whole bunch.
I say it a whole bunch. It's interesting how much I say it. But this drink right here, hemp, doesn't have any hemp in it, so we have no idea why it's called that. It's trying to advertise to children, basically.
I like lemon lime and bitters.
Same. I enjoy this.
Flavor is nice.
If you were still drinking Blue V's, would you switch to this?
No, because this was $5 a can.
Okay, maybe not.
And Blue V, I think, was
Like $2, $3.
about $3 a can. $3.50 maybe. But yes,
Interesting.
this
What were you going to say? Where are you going to put it?
I would like to put this above Cool Change. I like lemon lime and bitters, and I think Cool Change, it's about middle of the road.
I'll go there because I wouldn't want to drink this often. It's a lot of sugar for what it tastes like, you know?
Well, we don't have to drink it again. Now that we've reviewed it,
Exactly.
you never have to drink it again.
I'll agree. I'll put it there.
I'm going to make sure I show up next week with an even sugarier drink.
Just so I can keep commenting on the sugarness.
Just so you can be like, I don't think I'll drink this. But we're not talking about that, are we? We're reviewing the drink on its face value.
That's a factor.
On its mouth
it's a factor
value.
of it. How much sugar it's got in it. Cool Change. Above Cool Change. About middle of the road.
Yep.
This drink is average. If you want an energy drink, give it a go. It's $5, which is...
Look, so far, it's the best energy drink we've reviewed.
I've already made the little sticker for it. See, it's green. Hemp. Interesting, eh? Anyway, guys. Hemp. We have been Combat Corner. My name's Kobe.
His name is Kobe.
And we will see you on Saturday. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Remember to like, subscribe, check out our other content. Peace out.
Peace in the streets.